My name is Julia. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master, and I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to find. We're going to go ahead and get started today. Spirit was having me write down some of the downloads I was getting earlier for you all. We're going to start with some Reiki for the heart. The collective is at the place of global heart space activation. I was saying at the start of this astrological new year that the collective would be moving through a Kundalini rising through each of the chakras, both personally and individually, as well as on a global scale. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Ari, Lisa, Mel, hello. Happy to have you all here. Lindsay, hi. I'm excited. Thank you all for being flexible and moving Saturday morning live. Starlava, hello. That's cute. All right, as always with the live streams, not last time because Spirit was on a mission, but today we're going to get into it with some Reiki. Okay. If you are open to receiving this brief Reiki and crystal activation, thank you. We're going to tap in with a 108. 108. If you are open to receiving this heart activation, 108. I'm going to go ahead and start by offering some. I want to offer sage, but the Palo Santo is asking me to close. Okay, perfect. Don't mind my gnarly thumb. It's healing really well, by the way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and connect to each and every one of you. Doesn't matter when you find this. This will be a activation in real time for you. Welcome in, everyone. Lolly, Lune, hi. Serenity, hi. I'm going to send some of this sage your way. Chosen Big Dog Tarot, hello. Sean, hi. If you're open to receiving this activation, we're tapping in with a 108. 108. And to everyone who catches this live stream at a later time, hello to you and thank you for your patience as I channel the messages for the collective that's present here across all time. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to be a heart space activation, everyone. Well, mostly to cool, calm, and cleanse your heart because the collective heart space is being activated very intensely right now in the global Kundalini rising. The light workers are ahead of the curve, so naturally you all would be triggered in your heart spaces first. Okay, we're going to start with the pink tourmaline. Sending the pink tourmaline your way. Okay, asking me to hold up quartz here. Good. Make sure you're breathing, please. Make sure you're breathing, please. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. If you're open to receiving this energy activation. We're tapping in with a 108. I was about to say, Mel, I can always tell. I can always tell when you're not breathing, fam. I can always tell. You're safe. You're okay. It's more common than you think, Mel. Yeah, they're kind of yelling at me to grab an amethyst so I can hold both together. I just didn't want to get up. But of course, we're in the business of doing what we're told here. Oh, I love the way that is glittering in the light for you. Hello, welcome in. Tapping into this Reiki energy activation with a 108 if you're open to receiving. Becca, hello, welcome in. It is magical. I can't even say it. It's magic. And this is a quartz point I'm holding in my other hand here. Any of you might be feeling some flutters in your heart space. Just breathe and relax with it. You're wanting me to show you the Unikite. Hello and welcome in. If you're open to receiving this activation, tap in with a 108. Some of you might feel this in your third eye. Okay. The activation is complete. I'm going to leave the amethyst here. That wants to be with you. I'll put that next to the quartz. And I'll try to hide my hand. It's kind of scary looking. Okay. Closing out here with a little bit of Palo Santo. Dialing down the Reiki. You're so welcome. Okay, first thing, angel numbers that you could be seeing at this time. We have 108, 1111, 12, 12, 13, 13, 33, 33, 33, 404, 911, 919, and 2222. You could also be seeing 5s and 10s. Alrighty. So Dolores Cannon's going to be coming through at the later portion of this message today, but there were a few things that Spirit wanted me to speak on before I brought her through. The first, kind of coming back to why I selected a heart chakra activation for today's message. The collective consciousness right now is moving through a heart space clearing, especially prevalent in light workers. So, as always, I think for me personally, the heart chakra activations are some of the more difficult ones, as opposed to a root chakra cleansing or a crown chakra cleansing. So, in this energy, this is meant to propel you forward by collapsing timelines of doubt. Illusionary self-belief is what came through exactly, as well as blocks that prohibit you from understanding the true nature of your abundance. Not just abundance in general, but what abundance means to you and you as a spirit, as an individual, your innate abundant energy. So a lot of these fears that are first coming up are things that you are purging related to old identities. Some of you might be feeling like memories of past selves are interjecting into your present moment, not just in meditation, but you could be really enjoying yourself or doing something that lifts your spirit, and then something from the past kind of comes out of nowhere to show you a really sharp and stark contrast to the way that you've been experiencing the reality that you have now manifested and are currently living in the sense of maybe the way that you used to communicate, your communication styles. Maybe some of you dressed differently or carried yourself differently. You had a different sense of style. Some of you who are navigating a shift in gender identity, kind of having these full circle moments of really starting to see the depth of, whoa, I was living a completely different life. And so with that, there's coming a lot of, some of you, it's waves of those insecurities that are being brought up to the surface to be even more deeply released. Some of you, these ideas have been influencing your subconscious functioning more than you realized. So they're coming up now in whatever your old identity pillars were. These pillars are representing themselves to you so you can see how much you've actually changed. Not so it can make you feel ashamed of the past, but for you to take a look at that and see, wow, you've really changed. You didn't think any of that effort you were putting in was paying off, but look at you now. So as you're moving through the discomfort with some of these memories surfacing, just be patient with that and do what you can to stay grounded and remind yourself, hey, this is not trying to punish me. It's trying to show me my progress. Another thing that could be popping up for you, especially loudly, are past abusers, whether that's from romantic connections, that was friendships for a lot of you, and also communities or workplaces that were incredibly toxic and harmful to you. For some of you, this might be in more subtle ways than overt ways, but you're still deconstructing the way that your mind was conditioned to operate a certain way as a result of associating with particular people or ideas or community systems. And these are also, I want to reiterate, not coming up to punish you, even though it can feel like that, because you've come so far. You have come so far, and Spirit wants me to validate that for you right now. You have come so far. Especially those of you who this circumstance, these connections, these circumstances have really, really kind of, how do you say? I'm seeing someone being brought to their knees. Like it really, I don't want to say took you down a notch, but that's how you felt about it then. You're realizing the true source of your strength, the true source of your validation, and the true source of your love is all within. And this is showing you that so many of you have been in situations, either you were growing up in these situations or they're soul contracts where you were seeking unconsciously people and situations or communities that could control you. So the pressure of having to make decisions and then being fully accountable for the consequences of them was no longer fully on you, because you were outsourcing some of your power, you're outsourcing some of your control. And you're realizing how much subtlety in these situations really prevented you from seeing just how brilliant you are, just how much you've always shined, and you've always kind of beat to your own drum and been okay with that. You were so sensitive, and you are so sensitive, that you're constantly picking up on others' discomfort in the way that you are just naturally you. And that's not something that you can hide. It's not something that you can dim. And I know you've tried. Well, stop it. I know you've tried, but no, we're not doing that anymore. No, that doesn't serve you. Okay. I have a feeling Dolores literally made me just write down Dolores would like to come through. So I have this feeling like she might touch on this. I have no idea. I never know. She just says, move, get out the way. So hopefully she has something else to add to this to kind of bring it to a sense of conclusion, because I don't feel like I really hit the core of where Spirit was trying to get me to. So please, Dolores, help. This is Dolores speaking. I've been nagging her for so long. Not just today, but in the last few weeks, because of all of the turbulence that has been coming up in the collective energies among light workers, regardless of what wave you would consider yourselves to be a part of. What's happening now are the genetic upgrades, the DNA activations that are literally purging out of your physical being your old reality. The parts of you that were at war with yourself, the parts of you that created conflict unnecessarily. And so naturally, most of this resides in the heart space, which Julia was talking about. But you're starting to see that as these activations take place, the vacancies in your mind and in your spirit, you could refer to this as a silence or an emptiness. It's all being brought into your vessel for the sake of expansion. You are so used to feeling full of things that weigh you down, whether you've been choosing that or not. So as these activations come to lift you up and out of these limiting mindsets, everything is being washed away. Sometimes it's very gentle, and other times it requires a bit more physical purging on your end. Whether that's releasing through your digestive system, or crying a lot, or insomnia that results in you coming into an anxious state that you then crash from. This energy is so profound that is moving through you right now because Earth is ready to expand and lift into the next stage of consciousness. And you, as the most sensitive people here, the most sensitive humans right now, are very much in tune with this understanding. Some of you have been feeling, you'll say, rumblings off in the distance, like a storm that has yet to formulate, has yet to be picked up on any radar, but something's nagging at your spirit. Not necessarily negative. You just have this sense of, okay, now it's time to move. Okay, now it's time to really do this thing. Now it's really time to walk away from this connection. It's really time to apply for that position. Start the project. Go public. Whatever it is. All of these things that are being amplified in your spirit right now are, oh my God, she's so not grounded. See, she can feel all of you watching, as if you're all here in this space with her, so sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. Because the distance that is physically perceived is not energetically real. And jumping off of that, your awareness of oneness, your awareness of interconnectedness as a spiritual being living out a human reality for now is being brought to such an elevated standpoint as a consequence and product of all of this low, dense energy being released from you. And to be clear, that's a negativity. Negativity directed towards yourself, directed towards others, directed towards your desires. A lot of you are being made to slow down now because your spirit teams and the Creator need you to be so cognizant of the words that you speak. There's a movie with Will Smith with the tree, that every word that he speaks is a leaf that comes off the tree, and he's done when the tree is out of leaves. With that much intention, with that much precision, how would you describe yourself? How would you describe the life that you desire? You're being made to go through this awakening more rapidly than it might seem, even at the rate that you're being asked to slow down. You can feel the push collectively of where everyone is headed. But moving out of your own individual alignment is only creating stumbling blocks for you. Just because you feel the implicit pressure of literally all of the energy needing to move through you, that should not be a driving force to do things without intention. So many of you are intentional in certain respects in your life. When that comes to writing down your affirmations, or sitting down to meditate, sitting down to practice Reiki on yourself, or sitting down to read a book, watch a documentary. Your intention is clear. But in order for you to be more grounded and to feel more stable through these transitions, you're needing to become more aware of your physical vessel as not a tool, but a gift that is able to hold space for everything that you've been through up to this point, and everything that has yet to unfold for you. You're a living miracle. The fact that your body continues to change with you as you desire new and different things for yourself. Appreciate all that this life has to offer. So this comes back to the idea of releasing old identities. Some of you, this is related to eating disorders, that you're not aware how they still impact you today. Body dysmorphia, other things of this nature. And this is not gender specific. You are going through such a steep initiation to decondition your mind from every single societal standard for beauty, romance, career and finances, your creativity, how to run your household, how to define family, how to define your belief systems. Sometimes you have these sharp moments of clarity where it all really sinks in. How much is swirling around you and you are still. And other times you burrow back down into the mold. Things are starting to shift really rapidly for you. Because of what you're meant for. A lot of you have begun your purpose. You are aware of your desire to serve. or your desire to pursue a particular event, I'm hearing, or structure in your life. Be so open. Be so open. All of this tension that holds your body tight prevents you from receiving everything that's meant for you. It is literally in your body, which is why some of you have to go through very intense purging symptoms at times to force this energy through you. You have to remember that God is always in control. And your free will cannot be interfered with, but interventions can and do take place. It's so hard to believe that you are in control, because then you see how much you are responsible for. That can be devastating at times, and that's okay. But recognize that all of this serious energy is not allowing you to invite warmer, more positive emotions and connections into your reality. The harshness with which you view yourself automatically translates externally. So make a habit every day of being so gentle with yourself, speaking kind words into your body and into your being. For those of you who are creators or artists, you know that when you are tense, it's very difficult to be in touch with your inspiration. When you put a lot of pressure on yourself, there's no drive to create or invent something new. When you release that harsh energy, creativity just springs out of you. That's where your passion is. You're closer than you think to the end of this season of your life, which is why things get so intense right up to the end. Because Spirit really has to make sure that you understand the ways that your mind would like to work against you, so you can be stronger than that when your manifestations arrive. Open up completely to divine source energy. Let it wash over you and remind you of home, of truth. You're allowed to say no to things that you don't want to do. Some of you still need this reminder. The way of the light worker is not the way of the martyr. It doesn't do you any good or anyone else any good when you are empty and bitter. Come home to yourself. Come home to yourself. That nurturing, loving, warm, caring, genuine concern for self is what you need. Validate yourself and watch the anxiety vanish. Some of you forget how much you know. You forget how much you are already able to show up for yourself. But when you call in validation, you get comfortable relying on it. And you forget that you were doing so well flying blindly. Even though you didn't feel like you were, you actually were doing everything you were called to do. Forget about timing. I could hear that. Forget about the timing. Timing is not what counts. Alignment is the only factor that determines what is in your life and what is not. Harmonies among vibrations. So do yourself a favor and write down everything that you love about yourself and your life and everything that you're stepping into. And write a love letter to yourself, thanking yourself for all of the things that you did to survive. Forgive yourself for those things. It's called survival mode for a reason. For a few of you here, there are some aspects of you that are lost to certain spaces and times due to your refusal to go back and see them every time they call out to you. That part of the process is not meant to be easy, but it's the resistance to knowing that once you reclaim your power from those places and circumstances, that you really will be free. Coming home is not, it is certainly not a crushing of the soul. Maybe it's feeling like a crushing because your walls have to come down. When you're guarded, it blocks everything from reaching you. Everything that you're calling out for. So do what you need to do to stay in a open, receptive, and loving of self, capital S, energy. Allow yourself to fully connect, to fully be present, and realize how safe it is. See how far you've come to guarantee that safety. For some of you, that's why you're so uncomfortable, because you need more stimulation now. You're growing, and that's a beautiful thing. You're ready to step out and step into this new period, this new phase. So trust your instincts enough to act on them. Do away with doubt. And stop doubting your blessings. Until the next time. Wow. Welcome in. Okay. A lot to integrate, huh? Did she say trust the process? Wow. Trust the process. It has been a while. Welcome in, Whitney. All right, I feel like I need to pull a couple of cards, and then I'm going to go ahead and light our weekly candle. Well, I'll charge it with Reiki and then channel prayers, and then we'll light it. But I feel like there's a couple cards that need to come out. Let's see. Okay. World Shaman's Oracle. It has been a while. Welcome back, James. Love you too. Hannah, hi. And hello to everyone who dropped in while I was channeling Dolores Cannon. Okay. This deck is always so powerful. So let me just reset once more. Okay, send a little bit of that your way. Oh, my heart, James. Thank you for being you. Thank you, Spirit. All right. You're welcome, Hannah. Okay. What do the world shamans need you to know? Yeah, I can feel everyone just taking time to integrate. See, you said this one, you said that one. Make up your mind, Spirit. Okay, we're getting the second card. I did say a few cards. We're getting the second one from there. The wisdom of the elders wanted to come through as well. So staring at this deck, my hand went for the other one. Make up your mind. Okay, there we are. Okay, please, just one spirit. Yeah, I can feel whichever card is about to come out is going to activate you a lot. They're merciless tonight. Okay. Oh, goodness. They always go flying. Let's see. Wow. Who? Okay, you could be seeing the 8s. 305, 808, 888. Raina, hi. Welcome in. I'm going to read these to you. We have wigwam, and I really sincerely believe I said that wrong, so if any of you could correct me, I would appreciate that. Number 8, movement. Movement. Wigwam comes from the Mi'kmaq word wikuum, which is a semi-permanent dwelling that would typically be put together by women and could be built in one day. A wigwam often consists of 5 spruce poles lashed together with spruce root at the top, with the poles extended out into a cone shape similar to a teepee, but utilizing birch bark rather than animal skins or canvas. The word teepee was never used by Mi'kmaq people, since that word comes from different indigenous people and cultures. Traditionally, wigwams were painted with figures of animals and birds. The floors were lined in woven mats and furs, and the top flap was left open for wood smoke to escape. Its purpose was deeply connected to the changes in season, a time when people relied more heavily on their surroundings for survival. It was a home that could be moved from location to location. The spring and summer would be spent near the coastline, and the fall and winter inland. Because birch bark is waterproof and portable, it can be reused and carried to the next destination, and symbolizes the lesson to live gently and only take what you need through life, along with a deep reverence for the land and its resources. If you have drawn this card today, there might be a call to move to a different location, start a new job, or change some approach to life. There is a reminder to be resourceful with the opportunities presented to you now, and there may be a need to rely on others for support. Lots of confirmation here. It can be a time of great abundance. You have all the resources you need emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You are safe in the choices that you make, and any major shifts taking place in your life are beneficial. Wow. Wow. That was a wonderful way to conclude and expand on Dolores's message. Hey, Cynthia. Keyword safe, absolutely. And this next card, number 35, Sweat Lodge, Rebirth. Can't make it up, fam. Sweat Lodge ceremonies are sacred and symbolic of the womb of Mother Earth. They are a way to purify the mind, body, and spirit by sweating out toxins and ridding oneself of the negative energy that can create disorder and imbalance. Wasn't I saying physical purging? I'm done. In the same way, Dolores was saying that too. In the same way that a newborn experiences a massive physical transformation with birth. The process of the sweat lodge is physically and mentally challenging, but it gifts the opportunity for a second chance. In the ceremony, volcanic stones are heated in fire outside and then brought inside and placed in a hole in the center of the lodge. Participants offer prayers and positive intentions, and they sit in complete darkness around the grandfather stones, where they sweat away old habits and beliefs, which allows for deep healing to take place. This reflects an inner journey into the dark and hidden places of your soul, so that you can deepen your connection to the ancient wisdom possessed by Mother Earth. The heat and darkness within the lodge itself, coupled with the spiritual experiences that can take place, can be rather intense, but the ceremony is an opportunity for participants to acknowledge personal struggles and connect to the womb of Mother Earth in a significant way. If you have drawn the Sweat Lodge card today, there is an opportunity for a total rebirth in your life right now. You are being offered a second chance to heal and shed light on parts of yourself that you have outgrown. It can be difficult to change our lives, but ultimately, we are here to heal and grow and become born again and again. You are now entering a lighter phase of life where you will feel like a brand new person. Lots of confirmation here. Now is the time to surrender and release what no longer serves you, so you can truly heal. Yes, so much turtle spirit, right? Fam, this is an amazing reading for you all. Wow. Didn't we want to get one with the world shaman spirit? I feel like that really nicely summed it up, but because I pulled this out, I wanted to see. One last card. It's funny because I was seeing birch in my mind's eye, because there's a birch card in this deck, and the Wigwam was talking about birch. I'm still a little hazy from channeling, so I couldn't quite articulate that. Okay. One from the world shaman spirit. No, not that one. Okay. That's the card. It's a good card. Let's see. And I do have to read this to you. Okay. Please take everything in this message to heart today, fam, okay? Please. B. Keyword gift. A swarm of bees embodies collective intelligence, where continuous work to preserve one's community is what unites one individual with another. Bees produce sweet liquid gold, food of the gods both in Greek myths and among Amazonian tribes. Devi Kopinawa tells us that among the Yanomami, the Zapiri spirits are very fond of honey. Baby Zeus, the future father of the Olympian gods, was fed on edible, healthy liquid gold. The priestesses of Demeter, the great mother of the gods, were called Melissae, highlighting their link with bees, and that also says Melissa. I was seeing butterfly honeybee here as a really loud confirmation. This is for you, Mel, and for every one of you here. highlighting their link with bees and honey due to their purity. Similarly, the Oracle of Delphi, also present in this deck, was known as the Delphic bee. Melissa was Artemis's sacred name as goddess of the moon when she watched over women in labor and sent the souls down in the form of bees. Honey is one of the best offerings for both deities and the dead during funeral rites. It also has physical and spiritual powers. In various European traditions, bees are the guardians of important family or individual events. They are told about births, deaths, unions, departures, and homecomings. In Egyptian mythology, bees are born from the golden tears of the sun god Ra. In any case, these precious insects are the bearers of gifts, from the dead to the living, from spirits to humanity, and vice versa. Encountering the bee in the oracle represents receiving a gift and appreciating it, whatever form it may come in. Right on, Lune. Chosen Big Dog, you were seeing bees too. Y'all have a lot more to appreciate than you realize. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I switched to these cute little candles. If you would all love to join me. You're wearing your bee earrings today too? No way. And yeah, honey does last forever. Beautiful, beautiful message. Absolutely. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and charge our collective prayer candle with Reiki. And I always invite you to add your prayers in the chat. They will be heard by Spirit, by the Divine. And you're welcome to pray for something personal if you'd rather just say that out loud or intend that within you to the Creator. So literally your lips to God's ears. I'll also be sharing some prayers as well to go into this candle. All right, bringing the Reiki through to charge it. And I know some of you also like to light candles with me, so I'm going to connect them all in their energy to create a nice little grid, pillars of light across the earth. Okay. I first offer this healing energy with gratitude to the divine source of everything, the creator of all that is, and to the holy earth. I offer this to Cryon as the steward and primary consciousness of the ley lines of the grid, and ask that you take whatever energy you need from this candle to send it where it's most needed right now for repair work and supporting consciousness on Earth. I pray that this energy goes to helping those who are struggling to hold on to their faith to believe in miracles again, that those who are struggling to step out of toxic, abusive, or addictive cycles, they find the support and encouragement to do so. They find the resources to do so, and the full faith in themselves to begin again. That this loving, healing, nurturing energy is sent to those grieving the loss of a loved one. However, they lost their loved one, whether that was due to trafficking or war crimes or just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I pray for the souls that are lost and wanting to transition but didn't quite make that complete choice that this energy acts as a beacon to assist them to do so. I offer this energy to the land spirits here on the Lenape native land on which I reside. I extend my gratitude to you. And I pray that this energy help those who are recovering from illness or injury, that those who are struggling with depression have their hearts eased, and that any unassigned angels who are available with any variety of expertise where people are open but don't know how to ask for the help, that you please go help them. And I offer this to my ancestors with gratitude. Thank you for your strength and your gifts and your presence in my life. To the angels, the archangels, my spirit team, thank you. And that anyone in the collective who finds this video at any point in time, that their prayers be added to this candle as well. And those who are seeking answers find them. I'm going to go ahead and read some of your prayers now. Thank you to those of you who add your prayers. If you want to contribute but don't want to share words, you're welcome to throw some hearts in there and send your love. Mel's praying for those who are struggling to find their way out of the darkness. Chosen Big Dog Tarot wants all aspects of their life to be fulfilled. Lune prays for the necessary opening for people to receive blessings that were always meant for them. Oof. Yeah, to heal, to love, to thrive. May they all know they are infinitely, may all know they are infinitely loved. Sean prays that any self-doubt is met with the inspiration of unassigned angels. Yes, Captain. Lune says, may all be shown the love and respect they deserve. Spirit, human, animal, insect, bug, tree, all kingdoms. And I pray this energy also goes to those endangered species and animals suffering abuse and those recovering after being liberated from abusive situations. Natalie prays for love and happiness for everyone. She's sending all her love to everyone and prays everyone's dreams come true. Everyone's dreams become your reality. Offering sincerest gratitude. Casey offers love and reverence. Lune says, for every moment of darkness, may moments of light be given tenfold. Inez says, love, light, and peace for all. And Hannah's sending love to everyone. And I pray that this energy goes to support those who don't know how to pray, but are looking for solutions. May this energy assist them in finding solutions. All right, I'm going to go ahead and light the candle now. I want to thank you all for coming out here today. I know we had to reschedule. This normally is a Saturday morning, at least Eastern Standard Time, live stream that I channel at 11:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because I am going to an event tomorrow. I'm very excited. It's actually going to be my first festival that I'll be attending as a psychic medium and Reiki master. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Sean. It is a Beltane celebration, the celebration of summer. So yes, I'm very excited. It's going to be in Lackawanna Sanctuary, Pennsylvania, up in the Poconos. So if any of you are out there and have some time, come hang out. It's going to be 10 to 5. There's more details on my Eventbrite page. The link is in the description box of this video, and if it's not, I will put it there. Okay. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Lene. It's gonna be awesome. I've been preparing energetically for some time for it. So I'm really excited to get to meet everyone. Oh my god, did I blow that out? That's not funny, Spirit. That's not funny. Okay. You, last message. Every single one of you here. Do not let envy, others' projections, or negativity, or crap, whatever the heck it is, do not let that influence the way that you define yourself. Okay? Protect your light. Protect your light. Because, y'all, I've been doing this for months now, and you've never seen that happen. Protect your light. Okay? You got too much work to do. Too much love to give. And I add additionally that we pray for the healing of those who have hurt us. I sincerely pray that every single person that has hurt my feelings, hurt me intentionally, unintentionally, that they find the healing and the love and everything they actually want in life, that they find it. And I pray that for each of the people that have hurt you too. Hey. Yeah. So, vibe high. Just float. Float, fam, float. James, thank you. Oh, Mel. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey, Tammy. All right. I have an early start tomorrow. I think this is where I leave you, fam. If you want to book a reading with me, the link is in the description box below. This was Saturday morning live on Friday night. Either way, I said what I said. Also, I only have a few Oracle decks. I don't know if I said this before. I published my first Oracle deck. Woohoo! Messages from your future self. And it is a 59 card Oracle deck that I place a spirit selected crystal and I write a little channeled message in there for you. And I clear and I charge the crystal. They come in these cute little velvet bags for your sustainable future. And they're available on my website. I only printed a few of them, and I don't know the next time I'm going to actually print them. So if you want one, grab it while you can. I've only got a few, and I got a nagging feeling that Spirit's gonna gift them to people tomorrow. All right. I love you, family, and I will see you very soon. Till the next one. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Lene. Thank you, everyone, who came out. Shout out to my mods holding down the fort. Shout out to my OGs. Thank you. You are the reason that I'm still here. So thank you. All right. Thank you, Lisa, for dropping the link. Okay. I will see you all very soon. Take care. Good night. I know the energy just feels so good that we're all like, wait, no. Bye.